Right, good morning boys and girls. It's another day on the farm. We're going tanking. Righto Jeffrey, what we got here? Gloves. We've been off doing a bit of fencing this morning. Just finished that. Those of you that watched the last video would have seen us over at the park. Me and Abby knocking a few posts in. We've been about all the dividing wires. That was it. Oh, Josh, what are you doing? That's easy. Lights, camera, action. Macerator. Can't seem to get the electric spool on this tractor into flow, so we can't use that spool at the moment. Gordon Bennett, jeekers, man. So many wires for a slurry tank. Right, wire in the cab, good to go. Come on, handbrake, let's work. Lift my link arms up. Get them above the power shafts. Oh, right, we're there. It is Monday the 2nd of June, Rosie's birthday. Happy birthday, Rosie. Yeah, we got the fencing done, or half the fencing done for the time being. We will move the heifers later in the week. It's supposed to be quite wet tomorrow, so we'll find some indoor jobs, or I'll finish this bit of tanking tomorrow in the rain. I won't have to do that in the rain. It's Open Farm Sunday this weekend coming up. 8th of June, so I'm going to go up to our neighbour. And one of our neighbours is hosting Open Farm Sunday at Enfield Farm, so we're going to go up there and have a look at that. It is my weekend to work, so I won't be able to go for too long. So let's go and get a load of dirty water. I'll tell you some news about the new ditch, or a new lagoon I should say. I must be getting slightly bigger because the shorts I'm wearing no longer button up comfortably whilst I'm sat down. Right, it's not a very long commute today. We're literally going from the ditch, which is directly opposite the farm, just behind the main cattle shed, so a load won't take very long at all, which is good. Anyway, what I was going to tell you about this ditch, or the new lagoon, is that obviously put in for planning permission, and apparently as it was about to be approved, somebody decided the plans are either touching or too close to a floodplain. So, I mean, it'll be fine, but we literally have to shift the lagoon a matter of like feet. These things have to be done properly, so I think it has to be resubmitted, so I'll obviously push that back a bit. But never mind, we'll get there one day. Right, I think Rich and Abby are going off to spray some of these horrible looking thistle things. There's a whole bunch in the corner of that field there, look. I think they were going up on the bank there, Masbury. We did the one beside it the other day. Try and get on top of them before they get on top of us. We'll probably put the topper on the other tractor. It's currently up at the garage. When that's back, we need to take the row props off, and we'll probably put the topper on that one and go around and top some of these thistles and docks and nettles behind the cows now. I often think what we could do with is a plain mower, so one without a conditioner. That would give us the option to either post or pre-mow, either in front or behind the cows. Our flail top was quite aggressive on the grass, whereas a mower you can just set it high and literally zip the tops off. Clean up behind the cows. I'm going to hardly be able to see where I've been with this. Where is my GPS? But yeah, tomorrow's then looking a bit damp, so I'll either finish off doing this, because it's not going to be damp enough to stop that, or I've got a couple of bits in the parlour I need to do, some pipes and ironing fittings that need changing. We've also got to retest 5 cows for TV tomorrow, the ones that were IRs on the last herd test. And Wednesday, I got to go and pick up the new machine, which I've not told you what it is yet, so you will see that probably in the next video. Very exciting. We like new machinery. Well, actually, Rob hates new machinery, but we like new machinery. For example, this field, look, the cows have grazed this 2 or 3 days ago. They finished, and there's just like the little seedy, heady bits left. Loads of stinging nettles under these trees there, look, and you just come along and wipe all those out with a mower. I mean, our flail topper will do it, but the flail topper is like the width of the tractor, not even that. Soon cover it all with a mower. Probably pick up a second-hand one fairly cheap, I would have thought. Doesn't need to be fit for cutting hundreds of acres of silage at all. Spending Rob's money for him. Right, time for a bit of lunch, I reckon. I've only spread 2 loads, but it was 12:30 when I started. I just had to empty the stone trap on the tanker as well, because it stopped coming out particularly fast out the back of the tanker. I might even put the splash plate on and just chuck it on the ground quick. Well, I've got a jumper, it's way too hot for one today. Big up Cowley Hill Farm though. If you haven't seen Will's channel, go and check him out. Cowley Hill Farm. Right, lunch, milking, and then back at that tomorrow. Right, day 2 of tanking. We're gonna make some changes. Right, we're going to go splash plating. Really nice, simple way of converting it from triple bar to splash plate. You unplug that pipe, give it a tug, plug it in there. I need 2 hands. There, we're now on splash mode. As it's only water, it will just get rid of it a lot quicker, which is what we want. Now, as you can probably hear, my voice is still pretty ropey, which is not ideal. I feel fine, just my voice is missing. Right, so now we don't have to worry about folding down the dribble bar or using a macerator. Just empty the tank quickly. If it was slurry, I wouldn't do this, because the slurry obviously will sit on top of the leaf and stay there if we're not going to get any decent rain, but because it's water, it will just disperse into the environment. Anybody ever seen that Clark door? Front fell off. Just line ourselves up here. Oh, I've got to put it in spread still. That is true. Right, let's give her some power shaft. Open her up. Yeah, we're spreading. Back to how we used to do it. I'll get rid of that a lot quicker than the dribble bar will, making the pheasant run for his life. So a bit of a delayed morning getting tanking. Obviously done the milking, scraped out. Cows are away. We had one of the vet techs from St Boniface come this morning and retest 5 cows that were IRs on the last herd test. Just done that, and then we also had a cow that was lame last night when we were milking, so I just picked her out this morning and did her foot. I couldn't find anything wrong with her foot, other than right up between the middle of her claws she had a whole heap of like tiny little stones all packed together, so I'm assuming that's what the problem was. Her actual claw was pretty nice. You start to see that normally a bit later than this time of year, sort of August, September. The tracks, when they're neither dry nor wet, but somewhere in the middle, they get a bit tacky and sticky. All the little stones will stick together and the cows just constantly press them in further and further up their foot, which is why routine trimming is a good idea. Keep the cow's feet dished out, the stones will disappear. But anyway, hopefully that's a good job done. I sound like I've been smoking 50 a day for the last 20 years, don't I? I promise I haven't. I reckon 6 more loads, or 7 more loads maybe, we'll have this ditch empty. And then tomorrow is the big day, off to find the new machine. I am well excited. Anyway, we'll keep on tanking. We're sucking. You see it pulling the solid stuff down. So from what I understand about the new lagoon, it's got to come further towards me, so basically up to this ditch now, but that will be filled in still, and it's sort of going to take the shape of the field rather than just being a nice big square. It's one of those things that makes no sense but has to make sense on paper. It's pretty much farming summed up. Right, we're winning. We're down to what I reckon is probably the last load in the pit. You have to get a bit creative with the pipe. It starts doing silly things like that, otherwise I won't go over that side and move it well. That's better. Well, I would call that a success. 95% of the ditch empty without sucking up the little baby moorhen. It's been swimming on it for the last few days. I'm going to empty this, and then I think I'm going to take scraper tractor at the garage and pick up our other tractor. Kev is servicing them for us. Right, change of tractor. This is the scraper tractor going up for a service. Go and pick the one that's on road props up, bring it back. What a machine. How do I turn you off? Goodness me, it's warm in here. It's actually got a better mounting point for a camera. So pick up McCormick for that. Right, we're off. I'm not sure it's got the same level of suspension. That's the big tractor. Oh my word. Bigger blowout going up the road, wasn't it? Right, we are back on the road props. Just as bouncy as another tractor. Still hasn't had the aircon fixed yet, so you can't stay in this one too long because it gets pretty warm. The way we do it is drop one tractor up the Kev, he'll service it, and then when he's done, just go and swap it for another one like we just have. And once he's done that one, take the big one up and he'll service that one. I wish this cold would go away. I've had enough of it. There was a car saying thank you for me pulling in, not me being in the way. Right, let's get back with this. Dinner time now. Right, that's that one home. We will change those wheels at some point. Keep saying it, keep not doing it. Right, tomorrow, tank has got to come off of that one. Probably park it there. And then that one is going on a mission with me to pick up some new machine. Keep saying it, I'm excited about it. But for now, dinner. Right, it's now my favourite time of day. I get to sit in a traffic jam for 20 minutes on my way home. All because the owner of the old pub in the village, which is falling down, refuses to do anything with it. So it's too dangerous for cars to go past it. So the one-way system has to run in both directions. But we do have a rather nice fence behind us. Prop mech. Anyway, cows milked and shut out, back latch set for 4:45 tomorrow morning. We'll do it all again. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking. 1 like equals 1 recovery point from my throat. It sounds awful. Yeah, we'll catch you in the next one. Cheerio.